Folks, Sandamtod here, back again, doing a little bit of a pickup video. I know I haven't done a pickup video in a minute. This is pickups from eBay, a few things, and then a couple that I got from Target, and then something I ordered from a website called Entertainment Earth. First off, it's not really... I'm kind of excited about the other game. The first game I'm going to show wasn't a big deal, but I got it super cheap, and it's in decent shape, and it was complete, so I decided it was, worth it. I mean, I'm trying to remember what I paid. I think the shipping was more than what it cost to get the game. Yeah, that happens sometimes, especially if the title's like a sports game, which this is a sports game. But I remember playing it. I remember really playing it at the arcade, not playing it at home as much. But this dude, this dude right here, the game is John Elway's Quarterback Club, and it's complete. I think I paid $3 for complete copy. Here's the instructions, which are in good shape. And the cart is in good shape. I was going to say great shape. Looks like somebody put a stamp on the back of it with a phone number. It might have been a rental. This might be one of our rentals. There's definitely a phone number. I see it says 814-643-2681. So I don't know what that was, but there's a phone number stamp right there. But I bet I can get it off with one of these magic eraser sponge things. And then the box isn't crushed. It's used, but it's not horrible looking. It does have some tape along this top edge, which seems to happen quite a bit with these boxes. Like people would sell them in garage sales and stuff, and they would tape them shut. You can tell there used to be a price sticker here because there's still a little bit of that sticky kind of discoloration where the glue over time dried up. So the price sticker came off, but John Elway, man, that dude, he played for the Denver Broncos, and they were like, always, he would come back against the Kansas City Chiefs. I was a big Kansas City Chiefs fan when I was younger. I don't really care about sports anymore because it reached a point where I got too wrapped up in it to the point where I was like, why do I care this much about it? And it was just like, it wasn't worth my angst to be. I don't know, just over time it was mainly my teens when I was really into football and the Kansas City Chiefs and stuff, and they have yet to still go to the Super Bowl, and I've been watching them had watched them since I was in my teens. They had teams and like, oh, this is the year. One year I think they went like 15-1 or some shit and still went out like the first round of the playoffs or whatever. But John Elway was one of those dudes that would come back on you. You'd have like a 20-point lead on him or something, and he'd score like 3 touchdowns in like 3 minutes. I mean, it was that kind of... I mean, he was almost unbelievable. I mean, you just literally like started laughing when they would come back and beat your team, because it was just like, I don't know what it was about that dude. It seemed like they'd go out of the shotgun offense and just blow our team out of the water no matter what happened every single time we would play him. And then I think he finally ended up, a few years after I quit following it and stuff, some of the Chiefs players even ended up going over to the Broncos eventually, like Neil Smith and stuff. And finally, I think Elway ended up winning. Didn't he win back-to-back Super Bowls, I think, and then retired? I mean, it was like almost like a storybook kind of career, And I don't know. He just it was always frustrating watching that guy. I mean, it was amazing to watch, but frustrating because he wasn't on playing for you, But I'm serious. I think this was $4 shipping, and I paid $3 for the game complete. It doesn't have a sleeve. That's the only thing it's missing, is it didn't have a game sleeve, but it's got the styrofoam piece in there and the game and the cartridge. I just recently, this is not going to be a pickups video for this, but excuse me. I ordered I ordered, come on. Come on, son of a bitch. I ordered 100 of these things off a guy that was selling them on eBay. I need about 30 of them to put in some of my games that they're missing the cardboard piece. And I think there's another like 5 or 10 of them where I kind of made cardboard pieces out of like some foam core board that was glued together. So I'm going to go through all my games because I didn't want to order 100 of them, but the dude, like for 25 of them, he wanted $10.99. And for 100 of them, he wanted $20.99. So for $10 more, you could get 3 times as many. You could get 100 or 25. And so I pitched the dude a bid. I was like, would you take 15 for 50 of them? And the dude didn't go for it. So I was like, fuck it, I guess I'll just buy 100 of them. So after I get done, I'm gonna have like 70 or something of those styrofoam. I should never need to buy those styrofoam things again. It kind of irked me that the guy wouldn't sell me just 50 of them for 15. I was like, so you're gonna, for another $5 that you're gonna get out of me for fucking styrofoam, you're gonna, you know, send me an double the amount that I want. You know, I mean, I just thought that was crazy. That he wouldn't just take $15 for 50 of them, but he didn't, so I was like, screw it, I guess I'll order the 100, and I went ahead and ordered them because I need them to finish or getting the rest of my games in the protective cases and stuff, and into the sleeves. So, I was kind of excited for the game. Since we showed a game, we'll move on and do some other stuff, and then we'll come back to that because I'm kind of excited about the game itself. Anyway, I picked up a couple of pop figures a little while back, and I didn't show them, but I think these are kind of neat, and they go together. There's one of them. Actually, there's 3 other ones that kind of go with this series, but 2 of them are Chase figures, the literal Chase figures, but they're also at like exclusive to like different places like Target. So anyway, this is back when I went to Target to check for Dan, Big Daddy Darth, to see if they had one of these specific exclusive for this set. And of course they didn't, but they had all the non-exclusive ones there, and they all were in good shape. I mean, the boxes looked really good. So I ended up buying the 3 that were there, and then there's a 4th one, and I'll explain when we get there, and then I'll explain the one Dan was looking for. Anyway, without further ado, let me see if I can hold them all up at once. I picked up these 3 pops for the movie. It was done in the 70s, a 70s movie, The Shining. And there's these 3. There's Jack, Danny, and Wendy. And I think they're pretty cool. They have writing on the front that says Red Room on it, and then on the side there's like a blood spray, and that's on all 3 of them. And then on the side they have the carpet pattern from the hotel, which I think is kind of neat. And then on the back they have the blood elevator. But yeah, this one has the same kind of blood splatter and Red Room on the side. And same thing with Jack's, and he's got the bloody axe. But the thing is with Jack's, there is another exclusive one where it's frozen Jack, because at the end of the movie he goes out in the hedge maze and ends up freezing to death out in the hedge maze looking for Danny, and so it pretty much looks like this one, but his skin's like blue, and I think his eyes are white because he's frozen. And it's a Chase figure. I don't know where it is exclusive to, or whether you just have to order it from a certain place or whatever. But the 4th really figure in this set is actually the twins that you see in the hotel that are dead, the Grady twins. There's a Target exclusive Grady twins set 2-pack, but there's a Chase one where they have blood all over them, where they're all bloody, and then there's one where it's just them normally. And Dan had the one with them normal, but the Chase variant is rarer, and then even finding the exclusive one. And he wanted me to go there and check, but they didn't have any of them. So I would like to get the Grady twins, not the one with the blood all over them. And I don't even know about the Jack one, because I think it's like $60 to order it off the internet to get the frozen Jack. So I'll probably order the Grady twins off Amazon or eBay. But Danny and Wendy, I was kind of surprised to find all 3 of them. I really like The Shining, the movie, and the book. And so I've probably seen it, 20 times at least. So, yeah, a couple of pops. Why not throw those into the mix? So, and then this isn't a pop, but it is a figure of sorts. It's more of a figurine. And so let's get this open. Bithead 1000 rule, have your box knife at the ready. Don't fumble and stumble looking for a box cutter. People don't want to watch that shit. They want you to get it open and show it. So we shall. This I bought from Entertainment Earth. It just got released this month. It's a figure in a series that Funko makes. I believe it's Funko. Yeah, it is Funko. And they're called Rock Candy figures. And most of them seem to be, I think most of them are females. I haven't even seen this yet, so we're kind of getting it out together. That's pretty cool. They sent us they included a magazine in there, or a catalog, which I'm going to look through later because I already see stuff on the cover I want. I kind of have a thing for Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Not really a thing, but I don't know. There's something about it. I dig collecting stuff that's Elvira. So, I do have the pop, and there's a second pop where she's dressed in a different outfit from the movie Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. But I picked up this pop here, and it just came out this month. And the reason why I'm talking about Elvira is because it is an Elvira pop, which I think looks pretty damn sweet. I'd seen pictures of it, but I hadn't seen, it just came, so I hadn't even opened it yet to look at it. I will probably take it out of the box. The thing about these and the Funko figures as well is they don't tape the boxes shut, which I like because you don't damage it trying to get it open or anything. And you can take the figure out and display it, and then if you want to put it back in the box, you can put it back in the box whenever you feel like putting it back up to store it or to put on display in the box. So it looks pretty cool. And I think it was $10.99 and then some shipping, so I think it was like $13 and something. And next month they're getting ready to come out with another Rock Candy figure for Jessica Rabbit, which I will probably be getting as well. I think it comes out in December. The only other Rock Candy figure I have, I ordered a while back, and I've had it for a while. I put it back in the box for the sake of this video, but I really have it out of the box. And that is my Harley Quinn Rock Candy figure, which these are about 5 or 6 inches tall, and they're not really that big. They're not even as bulky as the pops over there. So anyway, these are the 2 Rock Candies I have, and like I said, I'll probably be getting Jessica Rabbit. And then I don't know what this Elvira figure on the front of this magazine is yet, but I'm not going to look at that for the moment. Sometimes I like to look at these and make sure the paint job's not real messed up or something, but the paint job on this one looks really good, actually. I'll stare at it later. So anyway, final package. This is a game. I ordered it after we did the Sega Master System collection video. And this time, Captain Raz, this time I put a mirror behind my camera so I can see if it's still running or not. I'm going to speed this up because I only got like 3 or 4 minutes left. But anyway, well, actually I don't know. I'm close to, I think it said 30 minutes, but I don't like going over 20 something. But it says it's still running, so we're good. Believe me, I'm hoping some of this is going to be a thing of the past before too long, and I won't be talking about cameras and problems and shutting offs and all that shit. And what did I just do with the box knife, bithead? I put it up, or I threw it somewhere, and now I don't have it. Well, shit. Sorry, I broke the rules. I don't know what I did with it just now. Oh, there it is. It was behind my skull pin. I don't even remember where I got that, but it's pretty cool. You can just replace the actual pen piece, so you can reuse it over and over again. But anyway, this package, I went on eBay right after I did the Sega Master System video, kind of look at the the HU card games, or the VU, or whatever they are, card games. There's only 7 card games, and I have 3 of them, and the other 4 I don't have. I found all the other ones on there, but the cheapest ones I could find that were complete were around $21, $22, and I really wasn't in the mood to spend that on those. But because I had done the Sega Master System collection, and I realized I had about 40 something games, I was like, well, damn, they're only released in America 114 games, so I have almost half the damn library. You know, when I started going through it, I didn't even realize I had that many. And so I started looking, and I know some games were released in different regions, and I don't know when I look at things because I didn't look at an actual list of the 114 games. So when I'm on there, I'm like, did that get released here, or is that a PAL release, but it'll play on the Sega Master System? You know, because I'm like looking, and another one that I saw that I really would like, but it's expensive as shit, is Ninja Gaiden. They released Ninja Gaiden on the Sega Master System. But the only copy I saw, the cheapest complete copy I saw, the auction ended this evening, but he wanted $69 for it. And there was one bid in at 69 something, or there's one minimum bid in at that time, and I don't know what that guy put in for his max bid. And there was like an hour left on it when I was looking at it, and I had it bookmarked for a few days because I had ordered this game. And it was getting ready to expire, and I'm like, damn, I really want it, but I didn't know whether it was an actual American release or whether it was PAL release, which it really doesn't matter, but, you know, I was just like, I'm going to let it go. Maybe I can get one cheaper a little later on. So anyway, I got this for $13.99, and I can't believe the guy had it listed for such a cheap price. The game, without further ado, is Altered Beast. And I love this game on the Genesis and at the arcade, and I was really surprised. I had forgotten they had released it for the Master System, really, but I was really surprised that this guy had this posted for only $13.99. The graphics on the back look pretty good for the 8-bit system, so we might have to check this out, either actually with the old power base converter, or maybe on the emulator, just check it out and see what it looks like. But it's complete, and it's in great shape. The instruction book is still in really good shape. It's not dog-eared, it's not messed up or wrinkly, or looks like it was in a lot of humidity to where it got wavy or anything like that. And it's nice and dark blue. The game itself, the label looks really nice. It's not done any wearing along the edge or anything. It does have some of those just cursory kind of scratches on it from being put in and out of the system. You can tell that this game was played quite a bit and pulled in and out of the system quite a few times, which is fine. It doesn't look overly worn or anything like that, but you can tell that it was well played, which is nice. And the case itself, hang tab's always a bonus. Free shipping, $13.99. So after the sticker shock of the Ninja Gaiden for $69, to see this for $13.99 was pretty cool. And I think that puts us around 45 games. I'm not sure how many I actually have. I might have said that, but I'm just not sure how many I actually had, because that video was broken into so many little pieces. And this video is broke into a couple pieces because I ran over my time limit. And I noticed, and I was like, yeah, I said I needed to speed it up, and then I didn't speed it up, and then it ran out. So I had to, you'll see kind of a little bit of a transition probably at one point, and you'll be like, oh, he didn't make it. So anyway, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for coming by. Those are just a few pickups. Still got, just a lot of community question ideas that I wrote down, different things. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 community question ideas that I think people could actually do responses with videos and stuff too. I've got some ideas for, like I said, playing the Game Gun games and stuff, and I've also got another idea that I think's going to be coming up. What I'm going to do is, I'm starting to get to the point where I have so many games that I'm starting to kind of forget what I had from when I was a kid, because I'm starting to get stuff kind of jumbled up in my brain. And so what I'm going to do is, while I still can kind of remember it, I'm going to, at least for the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo and the Genesis and the Sega CD, and maybe even the PlayStation, kind of show the games that I remember having when I was a kid before I redove back into collecting. And I think that'll be a fun little journey, because we'll actually see the games that I grew up with. Those are the titles that I owned and played the most and things like that. And then, you'll be able to see the condition of them that I left them in, over the years. But I thought that would be kind of interesting to show the actual stuff, because when you collect, you get so much of it that you start forgetting, when did I get that? Where did I get that? But the games from when you were a kid kind of stick in your memory. So anyway, folks, I'm going to sign off. That's just kind of an idea of some upcoming stuff. Trying to kind of piece this together and not go too crazy explaining future vids. So thanks for coming by, and we'll talk to you later. And that was kind of some pickups for the last week or so. So, comments are always appreciated. I don't know what you really have to comment about on this. Yeah, I played a lot of John Elway Quarterback Club. Anyway, thanks for coming by. See you next vid.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?